channel. Today we're gonna talk about the Googan fishing rods. And I've had a lot of people ask me about the Googan fishing rods, just commenting on different videos. And so I was planning on doing one, but I was gonna do one later in the year, but this is a time when people are buying their stuff. They're trying to get all their gear together, and so it makes sense that you would want to know about the Googan fishing rods now versus once we get into the summer. So I have one of the casting rods, and then I have one of the spinning rods. I'm just going to go over real quick some of the features on the rod, some of the things that I like about it. Hope this little video helps you with maybe purchasing a new rod or rods for this fishing season. If you like what you see, please hit the thumbs up. If I miss anything, throw it down in the comments. And anyway, let's get to it. So first, we're gonna go over this casting rod right here. And I will say real quick, these little sleeves right here, I don't know if you've seen these, if you have them, if you haven't, it doesn't matter. But I started using these about 2 years ago. You can actually buy them. You can buy them at Bass Pro, Cabela's. You can order them off of all these tackle sites, or you can even pick them up at Walmart. This one is made for a casting rod. It's a smaller tube because the eyelets are smaller. These are amazing. If you're like me, I've got a kayak, I've got a boat, I've got a dinghy. I don't always have my rods stored in a boat in the rod locker. A lot of times I'm throwing it in the back of my pickup. I'm driving down a gravel road to go to a little fishing hole, and they're bouncing around in the bed. You throw these little guys on there, and they make them in different lengths, and a lot of them are adjustable. Like this one has this adjustable tip right here. If you need to go longer, you just undo that. You can go shorter. You just slide these right on here. It protects the rod, which is awesome, because on a lot of stuff like this rod, this is an investment. Costs a little bit of money. It protects the rod. When you bundle them up and you throw 3 or 4 rods together in the back of your pickup, it keeps them from getting all tangled together. You know how you go to pull a rod out and everything is connected and it's like a total mess? Yeah, this will help that. But it protects the eyelets, it protects the rods, it keeps them from getting tangled up. They make them for spinning rods and casting rods. Make sure to pick some of those up. So, both of the rods that I bought, the gold edition, and you can see it's got like these nice gold highlights on there. This is, of the 2 rods that they make, the 2 different levels, this is the more expensive. They have several different styles of rods based on what you're gonna be fishing, how you're gonna be fishing, and it actually says it right here. Like this particular rod, when you pick it up, I don't know if you can see that. There, it says go-to. It's the go-to rod. What that means, if you go a little further down on the rod here, it shows all the different characteristics of what makes this rod the go-to rod. So it has reaction, and then it has, out of 4 marks, it's got 3. It's got twitch, it's got 3 out of 4. Muscle, 3 out of 4. Finesse, 2 out of 4. So this is like an all-around good rod. You're just gonna grab it, you're gonna fish for anything, like no muss, no fuss. You can get like a rod that's set up just for finesse. It's gonna be a little bit lighter weight. It's not gonna be as heavy. The action on the end is gonna be different. If you're frogging.
Oh, Jesus! Love of money, oh my gosh!
In deep lily pads, and you got that 50 braid on there, that 50-pound braid, and you're throwing a frog, and you're wanting to pull those fish and yank those fish out of those weeds, you're gonna want the muscle rod. So it's a little bit heavier, it's a little bit stronger, you're gonna have more backbone to do what you wanna do. So, a couple features that I love about this rod. Number 1, it just looks sexy.
Those are some long legs.
I just had them lengthened. Now they go all the way up.
It looks nice. It's got this like gold flake almost, like old school hot rod flake in some of the detail areas here. Love that. I love the this matte finish is just sweet. It just looks good. It's a good looking rod. The other thing I like about it is when you pick it up, it feels good in your hand. It's just, you can tell that there's quality. I've said it time and time again. You get what you pay for. And if you buy a $40 rod at Walmart or Target or wherever, and then you pick up a rod that's about $100, you can very quickly feel the difference. You just can. They perform better. They're better made. And if you take care of this rod would last you it could last you a lifetime. If you take care of it, if you buy the little rod sleeve and you don't jam the end into the back of the pickup and you're careful not to step on it or whatever, this rod is very well put together. As far as I can tell, the guides are very well secured. They're strong. The other thing I love about this rod is these corks. The way they're contoured. When you pick this thing up, I would say a pretty average sized hand. It's not real big, it's not real small, but it fits in the palm of my hand really nicely. The other thing is just in this cork on the bottom, and you just want to bomb one out there. This gives you excellent support, but there again, it was like created to fit your hand very well. It's the only rod in my arsenal, and I have many, that is as comfortable as this one when I'm casting it and just the way it feels in my hand. I fish a lot, and I'm telling you, it is, from a control standpoint and a comfort standpoint, it is money. So on this particular one, I threw a Lose Tournament Pro on there. It's an amazing reel. It's just very well made. It feels great. It's super smooth. Anyway, that is the casting rod. Googan spinning rod. This is, if you can see it, the classification there. This is a finesse rod. So this is a little lighter weight, much faster tip here on the end. This particular one, reaction is 3 to 4, twitch is 3 to 4, muscle is 2 out of 4. And then the finesse is all the way cranked up to 4. But it allows you to feel more of what the lure is doing, like when you're dragging it across the bottom or you're bumping it through rock, things like that. Again, the features of this, wicked cool paint. I love the colors. I love the matte finish. I love all the gold. I love the little button in the back there. It's just a cool feature. There again with the handle, it's just tailored to fit your hand. It just feels good. And again, on the end there too, same thing. So when we're whipping those big casts, you got good control. It feels comfortable. On this one, I've got the Shimano Ultegra. It's a 2500. It's a great all-around reel, super smooth. I love it. It's, again, like when I'm on the water, I spend a little bit more money on this reel, but when I'm out there fishing, I need stuff to do what it's designed to do when I need it to do it. If it's a piece of junk, when I'm out there and I get into the fish, the last thing I want to be doing is fixing things and trying to tighten and straighten my line. And this reel is solid and always steps up when I need it to step up. Okay, the other thing that I like about these, when you're going to put your reel on here, it's got this locking, it's like a ratcheting lock system. So when you put this guy in here, you know it's securing down and it like locks it in place. Boom, you know it's not gonna be coming apart. That's kind of a neat feature. So that's pretty much it in a nutshell, man. I don't have the other rods. There's like I guess the other series. They're the green. I don't have any of those, so I can't speak to those. This is the nicer of the two. This is the gold series. So they are a little bit more expensive, of course, but you're getting a little bit more out of the rod too. So the only thing that's left to do is go through a few casts. It is raining really good. I'm actually looking out my garage right now and it is really raining. And it's cold and nasty, but we might go out and try to throw a few casts anyway, so stay tuned. Well, this is how dedicated I am to letting you guys know about how amazing these rods are. Or maybe it's just how dedicated I am to fishing. Nevertheless, I'm here. I made it out to the water. It was pouring down rain on my way here. I got about a half mile up the road, and we're at like what I would call a tolerable sprinkle. So we're gonna try a couple spots here just to see if we can't hook up with some fish. But more than that, I'm gonna throw some casts and just kind of get a feel for the rod and see if there's anything else there that I forgot to tell you all about. So let's do it. I got a spinnerbait on here. This is the Googan Finesse rod. I'm not a big fan of these. Some of these rocks are moving. Anyway, this rod feels really good. It's easy to cast very accurately, I feel like. I love the grip here, so if you want to bomb cast it, you got excellent control. Again, this cork, it just feels so good. Fits in your hand nice. This finesse rod, like I said, I got a spinner on it, but ordinarily, like, I use this a lot for shaky heads and my cracking craw, some of my swim bait, some of the stuff that I'm dragging along the bottom, and I really want to have a good feel for what's going on. This is a perfect rod for that. So yeah, the bait caster, it's just more of the same. Beautiful presentation, nice detail cuts, very well balanced, and so I just love the way it fits in my hand. I'll give this guy a few casts here and see how it goes. You can throw it a mile. There it is. This is the new Googan Squad casting rod. This is the 7-foot medium heavy fast, and so this is a go-to. Love it. I would definitely spend the money on this. Looking forward to ordering a few more. I'm actually going to Dallas here in a couple weeks, and I'm hoping to get to Googan headquarters, and so rather than ordering them, I'll probably just pick them up there. So I'm hoping they'll have them in stock there. But and then this is the spinning rod. So this one's a finesse. This one's a 7-foot medium fast. It's got that fast tip, so you can get. It has really good feel. Love the color. It holds up. It's durable. It looks sexy. Again, I would spend the money. So I'm gonna throw a few more casts, hoping we can catch a fish. But nevertheless, if you guys enjoyed the video, if it helped out in any way, go ahead and hit that thumbs up for me. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't, and I will see you guys on the next adventure. Be blessed.